Hello my dear students, welcome to CMIS online classes. In today's class, in this video, for the students of Standard 9, we'll continue with the same chapter from our English grammar, that is direct and indirect speech. In our previous two videos on the same chapter, we have already understood what is speech, what is direct speech and what is indirect speech. In those two videos, we have also understood how to write the sentences in the direct speech and how to write the sentences in the indirect speech also. We have also understood the basic rules and some important points that we need to follow whenever we are rewriting the sentences in the indirect speech, whenever we are changing the sentences from the direct speech. Okay students, I hope you all remember those points. We have also practiced how to change the direct speech into indirect speech whenever the reported dialogues in the direct speech are assertive sentences. I have already discussed and explained with examples in my previous two videos that how we change the direct speech into indirect speech when the dialogues in the direct speech given by the speaker are the assertive sentences. So here in today's video, I am going to discuss some more points that I have not discussed in my previous two videos. That some changes that we need to follow whenever we are writing the sentences in indirect speech. I have already explained you that there are some changes in the use of the adverbs of place and time from the direct speech to the indirect speech. I have also explained you about the changes in tenses as well as changes in pronouns, personal pronouns, whenever personal pronouns are used as subjects and objects in sentences, as well as the changes in possessive adjectives. So here we have some other important points that we need to understand and follow whenever we are writing the sentences in the indirect speech. Okay, so what is that? What are those points? See, there are some cases where even though the reporting verb is in the past tense, the tenses of the finite verbs in the direct speech remain unchanged in the indirect speech. So ऐसा कुछ केसेस होता है जबकि डायरेक्ट स्पीच में रिपोर्टिंग वर्ब पास्ट फॉर्म में होता है, लेकिन जब उसे हम इनडायरेक्ट स्पीच में लिखते हैं तो जो डायलॉग स्पीकर के द्वारा बोला गया हुआ है वो डायलॉग में कोई टेंस चेंज नहीं होता है. ओके, सो इन व्हाट केसेस these points we have to follow. So here we have number one is when the content of the direct speech is a general truth or a historical or scientific fact. जब डायरेक्ट स्पीच में स्पीकर के द्वारा दिया गया हुआ रिपोर्ट डायलॉग अगर वो डायलॉग इट रिप्रेजेंट्स any general truth, any historical और scientific fact, अगर वो डायलॉग कोई जनरल ट्रूथ है, यूनिवर्सल ट्रूथ है और हिस्टोरिकल और साइंटिफिक फैक्ट है, तो इनडायरेक्ट स्पीच में चेंज करते समय उसका कोई भी टेंस चेंज नहीं होगा. अदर चेंजेस में ऑकर बट द टेंस विल नॉट चेंज. ओके, लाइक हियर इन डायरेक्ट स्पीच व्हाट डू वी हैव? द ज्योग्राफी टीचर सेड the earth is spherical in shape. So the earth is spherical in shape. This is a scientific truth, a universal truth which is known to everyone. So this tense will not change in indirect speech. Like in indirect speech, we have the geography teacher said that the earth is spherical in shape. So here also we have the earth is spherical in shape. In indirect speech also we have the earth is spherical in shape. Okay, because this statement given by the speaker represents a general truth. Okay, now another one is direct speech. The physics teacher said Newton was a genius. So Newton was a genius. This is also a general truth that everyone knows. So here we have Newton was genius. So this tense will not change in indirect speech. Okay, like in indirect speech we have the physics teacher said that Newton was a genius. So here also we have Newton was genius in direct speech, and in indirect speech also we have Newton was genius. Okay, now see another point to remember where we are not going to change the tense in indirect speech is when the content of the direct speech still holds at the time of reporting. So whenever we are rewriting the sentences, the statement given by the speaker in the indirect speech, if the content, whatever is said by the speaker, so if the action spoken in the statement holds the time, okay, at the time of reporting, अगर वो बताया गया हुआ बात का असर अभी तक है, then we have to rewrite that statement in indirect speech in the same tense. Okay, like John said, my brother is studying at Delhi University, and still at the present time when I am reporting this statement, at this time also my brother, that means John's brother, studies at Delhi University. So there will be no change in tense whenever we write this statement in indirect speech. Like indirect speech, John said that his brother is studying at Delhi University. Other changes will change, like possessive adjective. Here my brother, whose brother? John's brother. So John's brother has changed here into his brother, because we have already mentioned John here, okay, as the speaker. Understood? So other, like Ram said, I am 10 years old. So Ram said that he is 10 years old, because the influence of his statement still occurs at the time of reporting his statement. Okay, I hope you have understood this one. Okay, so now we will move ahead with other informations and other explanations regarding how to change the sentence, how to change the dialogues from the direct speech to indirect speech if the reported dialogues are imperative sentences, interrogative sentences, and exclamatory sentences. So now you all need to be very careful and carefully listen to my explanation. So writing imperative sentences in the indirect speech. In imperative sentences, the reporting verb said is changed into ordered, requested, commanded, demanded, advised, suggested, etc. Okay, जब भी हम imperative sentences को indirect speech में लिखते हैं तो reported verb change हो जाएगा. As I have already told you that reported verbs change whenever we write the sentences in indirect speech in different forms. Okay, the reporting verbs change into different forms. Like here we have understood that जब भी हम imperative sentences को indirect speech में लिखते हैं तो we have to understand whether the imperative sentences are orders, commands, requests, demands, advice, सो उसी तरीके से रिपोर्टेड वर्ब चेंज होगा ऑर्डर्ड, रिक्वेस्टेड, कमांडेड, डिमांडेड, एडवाइस, सजेस्टेड, ऐसे. अंडरस्टूड. In this case, the person to whom the directory speech is being addressed has to be mentioned in the reported speech, and this person is often the object of the reporting verb. So, imperative sentences पे जिसके बारे में हम बोल रहे हैं, that noun or pronoun has to be used as the object in indirect speech whenever we are rewriting imperative sentences in indirect speech. Okay. So now see here. Fight, said the general to the soldiers. So the general ने क्या कहा? Soldiers को fight कहकर कहा. Okay, so direct speech है ये. So the general ordered the soldiers to fight. See here. Here, whatever the verb we see in the imperative sentences, that verbs have to be changed to non-finite verbs. Okay, that means infinitives. Fight है तो non-finite verb होगा to fight, infinitives हो जाएगा. Okay, if it is if there are other verbs also like come here, so here will change into there to go there. I want to say that come will change to go. Okay. Now see here another example. The policeman said to his dog, follow and smell. So this is in direct speech. So this is a command. So here the policeman commanded his dog to follow and smell. So follow, we have the verb here. This verb will change into infinitive, to follow and smell. To follow and to smell. But here we have to write only to here, to follow and smell. So the verb we see in the imperative sentences change into infinitives, non-finite verbs. Okay, understood. So now if we have the imperative sentences in negative sense, like don't follow and smell. अगर don't है तो don't will change into not to. Okay, not to. Like the policeman said to his dog, don't follow and smell. It will be written like this in the indirect speech. The policeman commanded his dog not to follow and smell. Okay. So अगर imperative sentences negative sense में है, that means अगर उसमें don't है तो don't will change into not to. Okay, otherwise if the imperative sentences are positive, then we have to write only to plus जो verb हमें imperative sentences पे दिखाई देता है. Understood? Now we will understand how to write interrogative sentences in the indirect speech. So interrogative sentences means question sentences. तो question sentences को जब हम indirect speech में लिख रहे हैं तो कैसे होगा? Okay, so we have to understand here about two types of interrogative sentences. One is interrogative sentences with WH word. जब हम interrogative sentences जो WH word से बना हुआ होता है, तो जो क्वेश्चन सेंटेंसेस WH word से बनाया हुआ होता है उसे हम इनडायरेक्ट स्पीच में लिख रहे हैं तो कैसे लिखेंगे? Okay, understood? So here whenever we are changing these question sentences into indirect speech, so reported verb यहाँ पर ज्यादातर होगा asked में चेंज हो जाएगा. ओके, क्वेश्चनड में चेंज हो जाएगा. ओके, इंटेरोगेटेड में चेंज हो जाएगा या तो एनक्वायर्ड में चेंज हो जाएगा. ओके, सो मोस्टली व्हेनेवर वी आर चेंजिंग द क्वेश्चन सेंटेंसेस इनटू इनडायरेक्ट स्पीच तो रिपोर्टेड वर्ब ज्यादातर आस्क्ड होगा, कई बार क्वेश्चनड होगा, कई बार इंटेरोगेटेड होगा और कई बार एनक्वायर्ड होगा. ओके, और जब वो क्वेश्चन सेंटेंसेस WH वर्ड से बनाया हुआ हो तो जो भी WH वर्ड्स डायरेक्ट स्पीच में हमारा क्वेश्चन के साथ होगा, तो वो रिपोर्ट वो WH वर्ड को हम इनडायरेक्ट स्पीच में भी लिखेंगे. ओके, बट वी हैव टू चेंज द प्लेस ऑफ द हेल्पिंग वर्ब एंड द सब्जेक्ट और हेल्पिंग वर्ब का जगह चेंज करेंगे. आफ्टर दैट वी हैव टू सी ये सब्जेक्ट किसको रेफर कर रहे हैं. उसी तरीके से सब्जेक्ट का जो प्रोनाउन है, अगर सब्जेक्ट प्रोनाउन है और वो प्रोनाउन जिस किसी नाउन को रेफर कर रहे हैं, उसी हिसाब से हम प्रोनाउन चेंज करेंगे. ओके, एंड वी डू नॉट यूज क्वेश्चन मार्क इन इनडायरेक्ट स्पीच. चाहे वो इंटेरोगेटिव सेंटेंसेस हो, चाहे वो एक्सक्लेमेटरी सेंटेंसेस हो, तो हम क्वेश्चन मार्क और एक्सक्लेमेशन मार्क को इनडायरेक्ट स्पीच में हटाएंगे. ओके, लेकिन पहले हम ये जानेंगे कि जब हम क्वेश्चन मार्क को इनडायरेक्ट स्पीच में हटाएंगे, जब भी हम क्वेश्चन सेंटेंसेस को इनडायरेक्ट स्पीच में लिख रहे हैं, तो हम किस तरीके से क्वेश्चन सेंटेंसेस को इनडायरेक्ट स्पीच में लिखेंगे. तो हम क्या करेंगे, ये जो हेल्पिंग वर्ब और सब्जेक्ट है उसका प्लेस चेंज करेंगे. सो वेयर आर यू गोइंग होगा वेयर यू आर गोइंग. वेयर यू आर गोइंग इस तरीके से हम बोलेंगे जानेंगे, लेकिन ये यू जो है वो चेंज होगा बाद में. ओके, और ये जो आर है, आर इज यूज्ड इन प्रेजेंट टेंस, तो ये पास्ट टेंस में चेंज हो जाएगा, बिकॉज वी नो द चेंज ऑफ टेंसेस, चेंज इन टेंसेस ऑल्सो. ओके, नाउ इन डायरेक्ट स्पीच. सो डायरेक्ट स्पीच में क्या है हमारा, राजू सेड टू रोहन वेयर आर यू गोइंग. सो राजू आस्क्ड रोहन, so we have to remove comma, so we have to use the same WH word here, where. Now so we have to change the place of this helping verb and subject. so you आएगा आर के जगह में, आर जाएगा यू के जगह में. so where you, so here you refers to Rohan, so Rohan is a boy. Okay, so we have to change the gender. So where he, so R, it is in present tense, so R will change into was, because we have singular he here. Okay, where he was going, so full stop. Raju asked Rohan where he was going. Understood? Full stop. So this is the correct sentence in indirect speech, and we have changed this from the interrogative sentence that is framed with WH word. Now another example we will see. Direct speech. Mother said to me, where are your school shoes? Mother said to me, where are your school shoes? So mother asked me. So ये जो where है, where को हम फिर से लिखेंगे where. So are your school shoes? Your school shoes means whose school shoes? My school shoes. Where my school shoes? School shoes plural है, तो आर प्रेजेंट टेंस पे होगा, तो वर पास्ट टेंस में होगा. वेयर माई स्कूल शूज वर, फुल स्टॉप. ओके, सो दिस सेंटेंस is correctly written in the indirect speech, and I have changed this sentence, and here the dialogue is in interrogative form. Okay, so dialogue is the interrogative sentence, so I have changed this interrogative sentence into indirect speech. Like what, see, if I say Rohan said to me, what are you doing? Rohan asked me what I was doing. Okay, so father asked mother, when are you coming? So father said to mother, when are you coming? Father asked mother when she was coming. Okay, like this. So we have to make these changes. Okay, in our another videos we will also discuss about how to change the interrogative sentences if the interrogative sentences are framed by using helping verbs. Helping verbs means the interrogative sentences that carry yes or no answers, of which the answers are often given using yes or no. Okay, I hope you have understood how to change interrogative sentences with WH words into indirect speech. Okay, so we can take some more example like Raju said to Ram, like when is your birthday? Okay, when is your birthday? So see here, Raju asked. After asked, we know we don't use to. Okay, Raju asked Ram. See, when we will write when. Now helping verb and this subject will change their place. Okay, when here your refers to Ram. So Ram, whose birthday? Ram's birthday. So Ram's becomes here pronoun. When his, because we have already mentioned the noun Ram here. Raju asked Ram when his birthday is becomes was. So Raju asked Ram when his birthday was. Full stop. So this way we change the interrogative sentences with WH words into indirect speech. Okay. So if you still have any kinds of doubts, kindly raise your doubts during the class period. Okay. So for now I would like to stop here. Thank you so much for attending my class today. My dear students, thank you so much.